Do you want the bomba? Do you want this? You don't. Wait.
It's working.
Boys, I can still hear a lot of murmuring going on. Boys, I need your pin drop silence.
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات. यहाँ संभल कर कदम उठाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है, ये बात हरगिज़ न भूल जाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है, जहाँ सब्र और रिज़ा यही है, निदाए सब्र और रिज़ा यही है, यहाँ पे चल के आते महदी, बेहिश्त ज़हरा ये सरज़मी है, यहाँ है ज़हरा का आना जाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है, संभल कर कदम उठाना, ये करबला है, ये करबला है। पर मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु
सलवात। आले इमरान कहाँ और जिंदान कहाँ, ले बहन कैद हुई तू ना आया गाजी, जब रिदा सर से छिनी मैं सदा देती रही, तू ना आया गाजी, आ गई शाम अलम, लुट गए ले हरम, रेत पर जलती हुई हो गया ठंडा लम, पुरसा देने के लिए तुझसे मिलने के लिए आ गए बाबाली, तू ना आया गाजी, जब रिदा सर से छिनी मैं सदा देती रही, तू ना आया गाजी। सलवात।
Boys, is this a salawat of the lovers of Abu Abdullah? Bar Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat.
Do you want me to hold the mic for you? You want?
No, it's okay.
Oh Hussein, you will live forever in our hearts and in our minds. I swear to Allah, until my last breath, I will remember Hussein.
I swear to Allah, you have shown us so much courage through the pain. You sacrificed your family and were killed thirsty, O Hussein. You gave everything for Allah, never did you complain.
I swear to Allah, until my last breath, I will remember Hussein. Oh Hussein, you live forever in our hearts and in our minds.
I swear to Allah, whenever I face trouble in my life, I close my eyes and see your shrine and call labbaik every time. Oh Hussein, you are the love of my heart, you are light of my eyes. I swear to Allah, until my last breath, when we remember Hussein. Oh Hussein, we live forever in our hearts and in our mind. Salawat.
Just start.
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Who wants to go to Karbala? Raise your hands. Those who wants to go Karbala, recite with me together. Sahkae haram rakh lena hum day pe tumhar. Louder. Sahkae haram rakh lena bharam hum day pe tumhar. है तुम भी नहीं हम को ठुकराना, तुम भी को ठुकराना, हम दुनिया के ठुकरा हैं अब्बा शाबाश लाउडा या बल फजल अब सारे सहारे टूट चुके, हमें अपने पराए लूट चुके, अब सारे सहारे टूट चुके, हमें अपने पराए लूट चुके, तुम अपनी पनाह हो में ले लो, तुम अपनी पनाह हो में ले लो, हम तुमसे बहुत घबराए हैं अब्बास अब्बास। मौला 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 तुम बाबे हवाइज हो, रोजे पे हमें भी बुलवा लो। All together. मौला तुम बाबे हवाइज हो, रोजे पे हमें भी बुलवा लो। You guys don't want to go to Karbala? So recite together louder. मौला तुम बाबे हवाइज हो, रोजे पे हमें भी बुलवा लो, गुर्बत के सबब जो आ न सके, गुर्बत के सबब जो आ न सके, हम उनके अरीज़े लाए हैं। सकाए हरम रख लेना बरम, हम दर पे तुम्हारे आए हैं। सकाए हरम रख लेना बरम, हम दर पे तुम्हारे आए हैं। खाका के तमाचे रोती है, जिंदा की खाक पे सोती है। खाका के तमाचे रोती है, जिंदान की खाक पे सोती है, बुझ जाए प्यास सकीना की, बुझ जाए प्यास सकीना की, हम आँख में आंसू लाए हैं। अब्बास अब्बास या बल फज़ल अब्बास सकाए गरम, रख लेना बरम, हम दर पे तुम्हारे आए हैं। दरबार सखी अब्बास का था, कुछ मांग न था लाजिम मांगा। दरबार सखी अब्बास का था, कुछ मांग न था लाजिम मांगा। लेकिन ये हकीकत भी है कमर, लेकिन ये हकीकत भी है कमर, हम पैसा देने आए हैं। अब्बास अब्बास या बल फज़ल अब्बास। लब्बैक या हुसैन, लब्बैक या हुसैन, लब्बैक या अब्बास, लब्बैक या अब्बास, लब्बैक या महदी, लब्बैक या महदी। हैदरी, 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 मुहम्मद व आल मुहम्मद सलावत।
Boys, quiet now, boys. Hey, quiet there. Hey.
Boys, if you hear your name, I want you to come and sit on my right hand side next to the lash of the person we are commemorating today. Hussein Lalji, Ali Dayan, Shani Abbas Mundrawala, Aliasgher Sikandar, Ali Hassan Marchant, Hassan Ali Dina. One more time, if you heard your name, I want you to sit on my right hand side. Hussein Lalji, Ali Dayan, Shani Abbas Mundrawala, Aliasgher Sikandar, Ali Hassan Marchant, and Hassan Ali Dina. Without further ado, let us welcome our speaker for today with one loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Yes.
For the safety and for the hastening of the reappearance of the 12th Imam, Ajal Allahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, can you please all recite aloud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Before I begin this majlis, I would like us to take a moment and to quietly think about where we are sitting. I want you to imagine how many people before you have sat in this same hall. How many tears have been shed over here for Aba Abdullah. For today's talk, I have prepared two majalis. And depending on how you behave over the course of this majlis, I will pick which one I'll recite. The first one is a majlis that has a lot of stories, and is a majlis that I think you will enjoy very much. The second one is a class from a Hausa level, which you are going to definitely not enjoy, and you will find quite boring. I don't want to recite the second majlis, I want to recite the first one. I think you also want me to recite the first one. So if we are all in agreement that we want the majlis with stories, can I have a salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad? Over the course of the 12 days of Muharram, we do certain actions, and I want you to quietly, by just raising your hand, show me if you have done these actions. How many of us here, over these 12 days of Muharram, have attended one majlis at the very least? One or more majalis? Okay, hands down. We need to be faster than that. How many of us have done matam? How many of us, hands back down? If you guys are talking while I'm talking, you won't be able to hear the questions. How many of us have done saf? Silently, hands up. Okay, mashallah, a lot of hands back down. How many of us have recited matam or marshia in Mehfil Aliasgher or somewhere else? Okay, hands back down. How many of us have cried? A good number of us as well. Now, with our hands back down, I want us to imagine that it's the day of judgment. It's the day of judgment, and I, Mali Darsi, am standing in front, waiting for my amal. I'm seeing the scales, and in my head I'm thinking, you know what, I'm sorted. I've recited matam, I've recited marshia, I did saf, I went for ziyarah, I did all of these good deeds. Then I reach the scale and I will see that my number of good deeds is very small. I'll be quite confused. Ya Allah, you've promised me that if I go for the Majlis of Imam Hussein, if I do the Azadari of Imam Hussein, I'm going to get so many thawab. Where did all my thawab go? That's my topic for today's Majlis. Over the 12 days of Muharram, over the other 2 months that follow it, we are gathering a lot of thawab. But there are some things that if we do them, we are going to end up being like those people who on the day of judgment, they will turn to Allah, Ya Allah, where are my thawab gone? Where are they disappeared? And we do not want to be those people. We want to be there with a big pile of thawab in front of us. And with the thawab, we want to enter with Imam Hussein into Jannah. So inshallah today I'm going to mention 3 things that if we do not do these 3 things, if we follow these 3 rules I'm going to give you, our thawab from the Majlis of Imam Hussein are going to remain safe. But if we do not follow them, on the day of judgment we might end up turning up in front of Allah and realizing all of our majlis have disappeared. All of our matams have disappeared. Instead of standing next to Imam Hussein, we are standing very far from him. And the first story I would like to tell you is the story about a man in Iran who was a volunteer in his masjid, in his Husseiniya, in his Imam Barga. There was a young man in Iran who used to volunteer in a Husseiniya, in a Mehfil, like us. He used to come to the Mehfil, he would do some work in the Mehfil, clean up, panga the books, that sort of thing. And in that Mehfil there was an older person, an uncle. Some years went by and this uncle sadly passed away. Time went on, this boy would go to the Mehfil, he would do his khidmat, he would go serve, he would clean the Mehfil. One day, this boy got into an accident. And in this accident, he was given the opportunity by Allah to visit Alam al-Barzakh, to visit a small part of the hereafter. So this boy was in the hereafter. And when he reaches there, he's telling the people, because alhamdulillah, he managed to survive that accident. So Allah sent him back with this information. And he was narrating and he said that one of the people I met in the hereafter was one of the uncles in our mosque. When I used to serve in the mosque, there was another uncle who with me would also serve in the mosque. And for years, this uncle had served this mosque. Not only this uncle had built a mosque, another mosque, which he was the owner of, which he would manage entirely by himself. So when we reached there, me and him, and we were doing our hisab, the person, the angel, the being Allah sent to do our hisab, tells this uncle, you, during this majlis of Imam Hussein, you wronged somebody's rights. You hurt somebody. You said something bad about somebody that was not true. Because of this, Allah has ordered that all of your thawab from all of the majalis you have done are taken away and given to somebody else. When we are in a majlis of Imam Hussein, we need to be very careful of the people around us. Part of that being careful is how we talk to other people. Part of that being careful is that when we're going to go kiss the dhari, kiss the alam, kiss the ta'abut, we're not pushing people around. Part of that being careful is that when there is somebody speaking and there's somebody who wants to listen, if you talk, you are disrupting this person's rights. In fact, in some places in Islam, it is haram to even talk when there's somebody speaking, giving a khutbah. In Namaz-e-Juma, for example. So if we avoid this one thing, we take care of the people around us, we behave in a way that the people around us can benefit from the majlis, this is one way we can protect our thawab. The second way we can protect our thawab is that when we are in a majlis, we are not in a normal hall, a normal room. When we sit in the majlis, when we sit in the Imam Barga, that place becomes muqaddas, it becomes holy. And as a result of it becoming holy, there are certain things we need to do to make sure we take care of this place. For example, it is haram for anybody to make a majlis, to make a mosque, a masjid, najis. It is haram for people to take things from a masjid or a mehfil without permission. Why? Because this is a holy place. So much so that Allah talks about, He says that these places which Allah has designated, be it the haram in Makkah, be it the harams of the imams wherever they are, be it the items you see in the masjid, all of these are something called sha'airullah, the signs of Allah. That means these things do not belong to you or me or any of the uncles. They belong to Allah. And in the Quran, Allah then comes forward and says, وَمَنْ يُعَظِّمْ شَعَائِرَ اللَّهِ فَإِنَّهَا مِنْ تَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. If you really want to get close to Imam Hussein, you really want to be a muttaqi, you want to be somebody who goes all the way up to Imam Hussein, you need to respect the things that are there in these places which are sacred, these places which are special. With that, can you have a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad? The third point, and I think the most important point, can be told by the story of two mosques. At the time of the Holy Prophet, I can hear a lot of talking. I think I'm going to have to wait until we're a bit more quiet before I continue. Now, over there on the right, I can hear quite a few of us talking. I'm going to give us a few more seconds. At the time of the Holy Prophet, there was a town called Quba. In this town, the Holy Prophet had come and built the first mosque of Islam, Masjid-e-Quba. Many years later, another group of people came and built another mosque. A few years later, these people built another mosque during the life of the Holy Prophet. And the Holy Prophet was commanded by Allah to go and destroy that mosque. Why? There is a very interesting story behind this. You see, sometimes people do actions only for the sake of Allah. When we do our azadari, when we recite our Quran, when we go to madrasa, we're doing it for the sake of Allah. Some other times we do it for other reasons, for the sake of other interests. And that's the story behind this mosque. This mosque was called Masjid-e-Dhirar. Masjid-Dhirar. This Masjid-Dhirar was built by the enemies of Islam. They pretended to be Muslims, but in fact they were the enemies of Islam. And they built a mosque in Quba, right near the mosque with the Holy Prophet had built. And they would pray namaz in that mosque, but then after the namaz, they would sit and they would have a meeting. And in these meetings, they would discuss, how can we destroy Islam? How can we destroy Muhammad? Their intention for building this mosque was to destroy Islam. Why? So they get something out of it. So that they become famous. As a result, Allah saw this action and hated it so much that He ordered in the Quran that it is haram for anybody to pray inside this mosque. No, He told the Holy Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, go to this mosque, bring it down, finish it. Why? Because this mosque is not built for the purpose of pleasing Allah. It is built for the wrong intention. And now again I ask myself, and we should all ask ourselves, when I and you come to the mosque, when I and you are doing matam, when I and you are doing jawab, when I and you are reciting in front of people, why are we doing it? Are we doing it because our friends are going to say, bro, you recited very well today? Are we doing it because then tomorrow my friend will ask me, Eti tu saf ma kya hato? Where were you in saf? Are we doing it because it's fun and all our friends are going to be there? Are we doing it because we're being forced to, or are we doing it because of the love of the Ahlul Bayt and the love of Allah? If we're doing it for the love of the Ahlul Bayt, Allah talks about these things. This is like a beautiful tree. And it's going to give off amazing fruits in the thawab you're going to earn. But if not, then your good actions that you are trying to do, because they are not for Allah, they're just going to put you in trouble. Now the reason I'm saying this is because yes, the 10 days of Muharram are almost over. But we still have 3 of the most important nights left. Tonight being the night of Hazrat Aliasgher, tomorrow Shab al-Ashur, Layl al-Ashur, and the day after, which is the day of Ashura. And we can use these 3 rules to try and improve our actions over these next 3 nights, so that come the night of Ashur, we actually leave with a lot of thawab. With that, can you please recite a salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad? Now we are going to recite the Masaib of Ali al-Akbar. As we are reciting the Masaib, I'm going to request us to maintain number 1, pin drop silence. I can hear some talking over there at the back. I want us to all put our heads down, ignore what the people next to us are doing, put our heads in our hands, and let us take ourselves to the land of Karbala. Sallallahu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Silently, let's take ourselves to the land of Karbala. The only sound that we should be hearing is our own breathing. Sallallahu alayka ya ibn Rasulillah. Tonight is the night of Ali al-Akbar. All of us here know and have a brother who is older than us. Maybe this is our real brother. Maybe this is a cousin brother, somebody who is old, who is like a protector to us. In school, you have a bad day, you go to this person, Baba, this happened at school. Somebody is disturbing you, say, Ba, this person is disturbing me. You want to buy something, you go to the same person, brother, give me some money. Tonight is the day that all of the young children of the Ahlul Bayt lost their big brother. Because if you look at the Masaib of Ali al-Akbar, it is an amazingly difficult Masaib to recite. Finally, the day comes, or the day of Ashura is there. Imam Hussein is standing and he realizes that all of his companions are gone. Not one companion is left. The only people remaining are his family members. 18 of the best people ever to exist from Bani Hashim are all standing there with him. And one by one they are going to give their lives to protect their Imam. And the first of them who goes out was Ali al-Akbar. Ali al-Akbar gets ready. He was the older brother. He was one of the best warriors present in Karbala. Ali Akbar puts on his armor. Ali Akbar puts on his helmet. Ali Akbar mounts his horse and he starts riding towards the battlefield. As he is riding towards the battlefield, Aba Abdullah al-Hussein raises his head towards the sky, says, Ya Allah, I am going to give a witness here that the person who is going to fight right now, there is nobody on the earth more similar to Rasulullah than him. There is nobody who looks like Rasulullah. There is nobody who walks like Rasulullah. Nobody who thinks like Rasulullah similar to him. Ya Allah, these people are going to kill this man. Ali al-Akbar enters the battlefield. He opens his sword and he starts shouting out, Ana Ali ibn al-Husayn ibn Ali. I am Ali, the son of Hussein, the son of Ali. He starts calling out to the enemies. He starts calling out, Nahnu wa baytullahi awla bin nabi. We are the ones who are closest to the Prophet. And then he says, do you really think you guys are better than Imam Hussein, that you are standing and fighting against him? No, we are the ones who are on the haq. What is wrong with you people? As he is saying this, the enemies start to attack him. His sword comes out. One fall, two fall. Ali Akbar begins fighting for a long period of time. Hundreds of their men fall until Ali Akbar returns to the tent. He returns to the tent covered in wounds, but Ali Akbar is alive and he returns to the tents. He comes back to the tents. Bani Hashim has been watching this battle. Imam Hussein was watching this battle. In the tents, Zainab and Layla were listening to Ali Akbar's cry, Ana Ali ibn al-Husayn ibn Ali. And Ali Akbar approaches his father. And he says, Ya Abati, oh my beloved father, Al-Atashu qad qatilani. This thirst is killing me. Look at the way I fought. I've killed hundreds of them. But this thirst is killing me. I can't continue. وَثَقْلَةُ الْحَدِيدِ جَرَحْنِي. And the weight of this iron is pressing upon me. I can't move. Do we have some water? This is the one thing Imam Hussein is asked for that he cannot give to Ali Akbar. Imam Hussein looks at this and he says, Ya Ali, you know we don't have any water, but I am telling you this, that your grandfather will come and quench you. He will come and quench you with the water from Jannah, after which you will never be thirsty. He gives Ali Akbar a ring. Ali Akbar puts that ring in his mouth and then returns to the battlefield. As Ali Akbar returns to the battlefield, he begins crying out again. He begins calling out. One by one the enemies come. One by one they fall down. One by one they come. One by one they fall down, until one of these enemies says, I am not going to let this continue. I need to make sure I see Hussein broken today. I need to make sure I see Hussein crying today. How? فَضَرَبَهُ بِالرُّمْ. He comes behind Ali Akbar. He takes a spear. He stabs Ali Akbar in the back. And Ali Akbar falls onto the neck of his horse. As he falls onto the neck of his horse, the horse's eyes are covered. Ali Akbar, carrying the horse, charges into the battlefield. But the horse wants to take take Ali Akbar back to the tents, but it can't see. What does it do? It takes Ali Akbar to the camp of Umar bin Saad. It takes him right into the heart of the enemies. And the enemies sing, this is the son of Hussein. What do? فَقَطَّعُوهُ إِرْبًا. Everybody who has a sword takes out the sword and lines up to hit Ali Akbar until Ali Akbar falls. As he falls, he says his final salam to Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. My peace and blessings on you, O my father. Now my grandfather has come to quench me. My grandfather has come to quench me. I am now tasting the water of Kawthar. With this, Ali Akbar falls onto the ground. As he falls onto the ground, the remaining members of Bani Hashim, Qasim, Aun, Muhammad, they come out with Imam Hussein to go to the body of Ali Akbar. And when Imam Hussein reaches the body of Ali Akbar, what does he say? Ya Ali, ala dunya ba'dak al-afa. There is nothing in my life after you, Ya Ali. فَوَضَعَ خَدَّهُ عَلَى خَدِّ Ali. He takes his cheek and puts his cheek on the cheek of his young son who's fallen onto the ground. And with this, he turns to Bani Hashim, says, I cannot carry this body. Please carry this body for me. The body is carried. The body is carried, and they take the body back to the tents. And in the tents, they lay the body, and Zainab comes. Zainab comes out to the tents. O people of the tents, Ali is coming. Stand up for him. Ya Ahl al-Khiyam, jaakum Ali, qumu lah. Ala lanatullah ila al-qawmi al-zalimin. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Matam al-Hussein. Ya Hussein.
Boys, please sit down while doing matam. Boys.
Boys, can you please be seated before the matam begins? While we are seated, let's start. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
अकबर तुम्हें मालूम है क्या मांग रहे हो तुम बाप से मरने की रिजा मांग रहे हो अकबर तुम्हें मालूम है क्या मांग रहे हो तुम बाप से मरने की रिजा मांग रहे हो इस आलम गुर्बत में तुम्हें जान दूं कैसे इस दश्त मुसीबत में तुम्हें जान दूं कैसे इस वक्त कयामत में तुम्हें जान दूं कैसे ए लाल जो तुम इज़्ने विगा मांग रहे हो तुम बाप से मरने की अकबर तुम्हें मालूम है क्या मांग रहे हो तुम बाप से मरने की इज़ा मांग रहे हो क्या गुजरेगी इस बाप के दिल पर नहीं सोचा तुमने ये मेरी जान अली अकबर नहीं सोचा मर जाऊंगा मैं तुझसे बिछड़ कर नहीं सोचा तुम मुझसे ज़ईफ़ी का सा मांग रहे हो तुम बाप से मरने की मांग रहे हो अकबर तुम्हें मालूम
ढल गया सूरज शम्मा जली नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे ढल गया सूरज शम्मा जली नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे रात अंधेरी सुनसान बन ढूंढू कहाँ तुझे ऐ गुल बादल रो रो पुकारी माँ दिल जली नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे वक्त मदद है मुश्किल कुशा मुश्किल करो हल बहरे खुदा तुम ही बता दो मौला अली नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे जंगल में किस जा तू हो गया खाली है झूला ए महल का किसको झूलाए अम्मा तेरी नन्ना मेरा असगर कहाँ गया रे ढल गया सूरज शम्मा जली
अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया सब मिलके अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया दस्ता